CNN boss Mark Thompson. He's on a media tour. The network, as you may have heard, launched its new streaming service this week. This is the second attempt by CNN to get into the streaming business. They had their very short-lived, ill-fated CNN Plus that went away for several years. And now a new version of CNN streaming is back. The network, you're mostly going to get what you see on cable. Now you can stream it online for $7 a month, $6.99. So he's conducted a few interviews. I think most notably of which was with Peter Kafka over on his Channels podcast. In the interview, Kafka asked him some pretty great questions, including his thoughts on Bari Weiss, the new editor-in-chief over at CBS, which is, as we just talked about, is enduring a bunch of layoffs. He seemed pretty generous to her. Let's listen to a clip.
The point is, the owner has said, well, we have to reestablish trust. He's hired someone who's an active critic of mainstream media saying, why aren't we trusted? They're diagnosing, they're saying, we have a problem.
Also, they've talked about an agenda of fact-based journalism. Yep. And I mean, they've talked about some of the things I've talked about. I have to say, to be fair, they've talked about as well. So if in terms of the statements and the journalistic principles and all the rest of it, much of that seems to me to be unobjectionable.
Unobjectionable. Sounds like almost like he's a fan. Like she's saying the same stuff I'm saying. So, that's good. It sounded like he's almost a fan of what she's doing over there.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say is my take from this is actually like, oh, I would do some of the same things myself. It seems like we see eye to eye on this. What do you make of that? It's pretty surprising.
Well, I mean, it's also interesting given that there's all this talk about whether David Ellison's Paramount is going to purchase David Zaslav's Warner Brother Discovery, which obviously owns CNN. And so if that were to happen, it's very likely that Bari Weiss would likely oversee the entire news division, which would then include CBS News and CNN. And so he's possibly talking about a potential future colleague of his, maybe even a boss of his in the future. And so I think he's treading very carefully, but it's still, I'd say, a fairly disappointing answer from the head of CNN, who must know what is going on over there.